Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to introduce some facts about Queen Cleopatra. After this video, you can get some ideas about this great queen. So let's move to our video. Number 1. Cleopatra was not Egyptian. While Cleopatra was born in Egypt, she traced her family origins to Macedonian Greece and Ptolemy I Soter, one of Alexander the Great's generals. Ptolemy reigned Egypt after Alexander's death in 323 BC, and he launched a dynasty of Greek speaking rulers that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. Despite not being ethnically Egyptian, Cleopatra embraced many of her country's ancient customs and was the first member of the Ptolemaic line to learn the Egyptian language. Number 2. She had a hand in the deaths of three of her siblings. Power grabs and murder plots were as much a Ptolemaic tradition as family marriage, and Cleopatra and her brothers and sisters were no different. Her first sibling husband, Ptolemy XIII, ran her out of Egypt after she tried to take sole possession of the throne, and the pair later faced off in a civil war. Cleopatra regained the upper hand by teaming with Julius Caesar and Ptolemy drowned in the Nile River after being defeated in battle. Following the war, Cleopatra remarried to her younger brother Ptolemy XIV, but she is believed to have had him murdered in a bid to make her son her co-ruler. In 41st BC, she also engineered the execution of her sister Arsinoe, who she considered a rival to throne. Number 3. Cleopatra's beauty wasn't her biggest asset. Roman propaganda painted Cleopatra as a debauched temptress who used her sex appeal as a political weapon, but she may have been more renowned for her intellect than her appearance. She spoke as many as a dozen languages and was educated in mathematics, philosophy, oratory, and astronomy, and Egyptian sources later described her as a ruler who elevated the ranks of scholars and enjoyed their company. There is also evidence that Cleopatra wasn't as physically striking as once believed. Coins with her portrait show her with manly features and a large hooked nose, though some historians contend that she intentionally portrayed herself as masculine as a display of strength. For his part, the ancient writer Plutarch claimed that Cleopatra's beauty was not altogether incomparable, and that it was instead her mellifluous speaking voice and irresistible charm that made her so desirable. Number 4. She led a fleet in a naval battle. Cleopatra eventually married Mark Antony and had 3 children with him, but their relationship also spawned a massive scandal in Rome. Antony's rival Octavian used propaganda to portray him as a traitor under the sway of a scheming seductress. And in 32 BC, the Roman Senate declared war on Cleopatra. The conflict reached its climax the following year in a famous naval battle at Actium. Cleopatra personally led several dozen Egyptian warships into the fray alongside Antony's fleet, but they were no match for Octavian's navy. The battle soon devolved into a rout, and Cleopatra and Antony were forced to break through the Roman line and flee to Egypt. Number 5. Cleopatra may not have died from an asp bite. Cleopatra and Antony famously took their own lives in 30th BC after Octavian's forces pursued them to Alexandria. While Antony is said to have fatally stabbed himself in the stomach, Cleopatra's method of suicide is less certain. Legend has it that she died by enticing an asp most likely a viper or Egyptian cobra, to bite her arm. But the ancient chronicler Plutarch admits that what really took place is known to no one. He says Cleopatra was also known to conceal a deadly poison in one of her hair combs, and the historian Strabo notes that she may have applied a fatal ointment. With this in mind, many scholars now suspect she used a pin dipped in some form of potent toxin, snake venom, or otherwise. Cleopatra is a great and very famous queen in ancient history. She always tried to protect her kingdom, but her life was ended so sadly. The kingdom of Egypt ended after her death. The long lost tomb of Antony and Cleopatra, the burial crypt of Mark Antony and Cleopatra the 7th from 30th BC, remains undiscovered somewhere near Alexandria, Egypt. According to historians Suetonius and Plutarch, the Roman leader Octavian or Augustus permitted their burial together after defeated, but after 20 years of research, the archaeologist believes she has finally found the lost tomb of Cleopatra. Since the beginning of the excavations, many clues seem to indicate the teams that they might be digging up the burial site of the most famous queen of ancient Egypt. So, today I explained 5 facts about Queen Cleopatra. I hope this video is very helpful to you. Please like and subscribe my channel to get more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching my video. Have a nice day.